So I'm going to say it. Men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders.
Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a very interesting video as always. So this video is a video we're going to talk about if men are natural providers and protectors, and this is the conversation we're having. But before we get into this video, can we just say that 2023 is about to wrap up, and I'm super grateful for 2023 and having you guys here on my channel watching me. Thank you guys so much for always watching my videos, supporting my channel by watching, commenting, building this beautiful community that we have, where we have a safe space to have amazing conversation. And I just want to say thank you guys. It will be 2024 in a couple of hours and I'm grateful. And so today's video is a video of two sisters who came online to actually talk and give their own thoughts if men are natural providers and protectors. And some of the points they were pointing out that men are not natural providers and protectors as we make it seem. And we all know that when we're talking and like, oh, we need a man that's going to provide and protect us. And this lady went on to point it out that men are not natural providers and protectors, and these are their reasons. We just strike a bigger conversation. Okay, so let's go hear these two ladies, because the other ladies teach the first ladies video, so that's why they are two together. So we're going to hear what they have to say, then we'll come back and talk.
This is something that I've been wanting to talk about, so I'm going to use this video as a prompt. Men have succeeded in gaslighting society into believing that men will provide and protect women, when the reality is men provide for themselves and protect their own interests. Patriarchy demands that men provide for wives and families, but what it really demands underneath the gaslighting is that men provide themselves with a wife and a family. Look at what happens in divorce court when men are so happy to desert their wives and children and not support them anymore once they do not have perceived ownership of them. The same thing happens when we're talking about protection. Men feel zero obligation to protect women unless they have perceived ownership of them. But they will protect their interests and the interests of other men, especially when it comes to benefiting from the systems that they have constructed. Men provide for themselves and protect their own self-interests. Men provide for themselves and protect their own interests.
So I'm going to say it. Men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders. Religion and indoctrination has convinced men and women that men are these things. It has given them the responsibility of these things within our society, but is contrary to their nature. Men are all about self-preservation, and they only provide and protect what they think is theirs and what they're in possession of. When something is supposedly innate and natural to you, you do it automatically. So if men were natural protectors and providers, it is something that we would see them do within the community, within the world, not something that they simply do for that which they possess. Furthermore, how can you be a natural protector, but the biggest threat and predator in this world? Ask a man what he needs to protect you from, and he's going to say other men. Because when we look at these natural protectors, most of the domestic violence, rape, molestation, shootings, killings, raping of nature's resources, dominating other people and countries, most of the violence is done by these natural protectors. Something is not adding up. One thing I'm realizing is that we've been told a lot of lies. Literally almost everything that we've been taught is upside down. If you think about it, it's actually women that are the natural protectors and providers of this world. Your mother, she innately protects you with her own body and her own life as you're forming in her womb. When you're born, her body naturally provides for you. Furthermore, women, just by my observation and what I've seen, they're the first ones to offer protection and provision to the community and to the world. People that they don't even know, they're the first one to run to your rescue. They're the first one to try to break up fights. They're the first one to say, hey, do you have a need? Let me fulfill that. Women are all about community. And being about community means that you are truly the natural protector and provider because you birth the community. So therefore, you care for what you birth. We've learned a lot of lies, and it's time to put things into proper view. Now, yes, there may be men who do provide, lead, and protect, but it's something that they establish through self-development, self-awareness, and self-discipline. Most men, no.
Please go down and share your thoughts and let us know what you think about this conversation. These sisters are strike. Do you agree with what they said or do you not agree? Go down and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think. This video has gotten a lot of people talking. Both men, both women are having this conversation if men are natural protectors and providers. And I'm going to share my own thoughts. But please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Let's go hear what other people have to say.
How can you be a natural protector, but the biggest threat and predator?
You know what really burns my biscuits? A lot of men don't know what we mean when we say we want protectors and providers. When we say we want a protector, we mean we want someone who's going to protect our feelings, not hurt them. Someone who's going to protect our bodies, not misuse them. Why is that so hard to understand? When we say protection, we're not talking about protecting us from a burglar or someone breaking into the house. That doesn't happen all the time. And for some reason, men always bring up that scenario as if that happens every day. Protect us from our insecurities and overthinking. Use your words wisely. Use your words gently. Be kind to us. Be gentle. We're weaker than you, for God's sakes. But that's so hard to understand. I mean, think of it this way. If you have a very expensive, very delicate object, something that you hold dear, what are you going to do? Are you going to be rough with it? You're going to toss it around? You're just going to set it anywhere just so anything can happen to it? No. No. You're going to enclose it in a perfect place that protects it from the wind, from the rain, from the sleet, the snow, the sunshine, anything. You're not even going to allow a fly to land on it. You know, it's funny because that's what my parents always talked about when they talked about, you know, my siblings and I when we were babies. When we were babies, we're the most delicate, the most innocent. My father and mother always said, we didn't even want a fly to land on y'all. We didn't even want a mosquito to land on you. That is the mentality you have when you're talking about something or someone you hold dear. You want to protect it, even from a gnat. You know how small a gnat is? But I guess a lot of men will never understand what that really means until they have daughters. If they care about their daughters at all. Protect what's yours. Do not abuse it. You do not abuse it verbally, mentally, physically, financially, psychologically, spiritually, none of that. That's all I gotta say.
Men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders.
Why do y'all make these arguments where y'all are in competition with the opposite sex? Like, seriously, it gets old. And every time I hear one of y'all speak on these topics, y'all start with contradictory statements, and it's a whole lot of hypocrisy in your ideology. Whenever you push for patriarchy or matriarchy, it's always done in a way to demean the opposite sex or the opposite system. Man, one, you said that men are not natural leaders, providers, or protectors, right? But then you said that women are the natural leaders, providers, and protectors. And the caveat you use to try and prove your point is that we will only protect what's ours. But then go on to say that women are protectors because they birth the community, they birth the children, etc., etc. Like, that's still a sense of ownership. I don't know why it can't just be that there's always going to be bad bunches. There's going to be bad apples in the bunch.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect. Nothing's 100% foolproof. Yeah, we do have to protect you from other men because there's a whole lot of men that run astray. Just like we need women to protect us from other women. Because we can't go at them the way we would other men. Like, the moment y'all start competing with each other will be the moment that we start building. But right now, it seems like y'all made poor decisions in y'all relationship choices. And instead of just saying, look, I fucked up because I ain't know how to pick and choose the right person, men and women on the internet trying to demonize the other side.
Men are not natural protectors, providers, or
I've been saying this so long, I can't even tell you how long, and I'm so happy to hear somebody else say this. Every time I say it, I get so much backlash, and I might get backlash from this, and that's fine. Everybody who's into the church or just society in general is so male-centered, when in reality, it's women that are doing everything. Think about it like any type of momentum, starting, ideologies, ideas, protection, even providing. It's usually from a woman or women. Something needs to happen, women gonna get up and do it. Something needs to change, women gonna do it. If men are natural protectors and providers, why are they always so angry about having to be so? It's like they resent it. It's like they're not leading at all except women off a cliff, because that's all they do is kind of destroy.
men are not natural protectors, providers, or
You know what? I'm not terribly mad at this take, because when you throw the word natural in front of it, it makes sense. But something that needs to be understood is, ladies, some of you are using this to justify you being with bad men. Sweetheart, you just chose bad men. Because if you still go with her logic of natural, and then men only do things because they want to do it from themselves, so then you have men out here that are adapting the way that they are because they love the person that they're with. They say, you know what? I want Mama Bear in my life. So me as Papa Bear, I got to learn how to love this woman, take care of this woman, provide and protect this woman so she feels comfortable with me. At that point in time, then we can make Baby Bear. And then at that point, I know I got the responsibility of I wanted this family, so I have to do right by this family. Ladies, some of you just choose bad men. Stop trying to justify it by saying all men are trash.
men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders.
I'm going to be completely honest. These topics are very, very tired. I feel like a lot of people that are like yes men or yes women in these extremist ideals really are just finding ways to cope with their trauma from what they've suffered from. Instead of doing the work that they need to truly heal, they just kind of run to these accounts where it gives them the ability to just point the finger. And like, yeah, sure, I guess, but it's not healthy in the slightest. I mean, if your goal is to never find a man to settle down with, this is definitely the talking point for you. Because no significant other wants to hear that their significant other thinks that they're one of the good ones. Me as a black person, if someone told me I was one of the good ones, I'd call them racist. If a woman tells me I'm one of the good ones, I'd call her sexist. And the people that believe in these extremist ideals are also the ones like continuously searching for love. My first thing of advice is to get away from spaces like this.
Men provide for themselves and protect their own interests.
Go back and watch her whole video. I agree completely. And what she was saying kind of reminded me of this quote by Charlotte Perkins Gilman from 1935. One new indulgence was to go out evenings alone. This I worked out carefully in my mind as not only a right, but a duty. Why should a woman be deprived of her only free time, the time allotted to recreation? Why must she be dependent on some man, and thus forced to please him if she wished to go anywhere at night? A stalwart man once sharply contested my claim to this freedom to go alone. Any true man, he said with fervor, is always ready to go with a woman at night. He is her natural protector. Against what? I inquired. As a matter of fact, the thing a woman is most afraid to meet on a dark street is her natural protector. Singular.
I'm going to say it. Men are not natural protectors, providers.
Where do you get this stuff from, man? It's in nature. It has nothing to do with the Bible or anything like that. Men are natural protectors. Just like if you look at the animal kingdom, the males protect the home. If you look at hunter and gatherers in old ancient history, the men protect the huts. If you look at every war that's fought, it's fought by men because men are the ones protecting the villages, protecting the kingdoms, etc., etc. You gotta do some more research. I don't know where you're coming up with this from. Maybe you guys just want to kind of feel good about yourself and make it seem like women got so much clout that they don't have. But men have brute bodies, and we're built for combat and all that conflict. We're the natural protectors, hands down.
Men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders.
Shit, facts. I'm glad somebody said it, boy. I've been out here struggling. See, I ain't even read the Bible or none of that, you feel me? So I really been taking y'all word for it. Ain't no way I'm supposed to be protecting somebody with a chest tattoo. Shit, I agree with everything she said. I'm supposed to be chilling. I ain't supposed to be protecting and providing. I've been out here stressing, getting cheated on, trying to protect and provide. Yeah, crazy. So now that I know that ain't my job, I'm probably finna go do some little chill shit, probably go feed ducks or some shit like that. Yeah.
Men are all about self-preservation. And
so what you're trying to tell me is that the old school, the way my mama and my grandmama and them taught me, is wrong. You're telling me that stuff that was taught and embedded into me to be a provider and a protector was wrong. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. This is more that I don't need a man bullshit. Ladies, y'all need to correct these kind. They're creating a problem.
Men are not natural protectors, providers, or leaders.
Well, behind me is my chart, my trinity, the actual truth based off of nature. Because if it don't align with nature, then it's just opinion. It's about people's feelings. That's what we operate on. But with that being said, the women are the mothers of the nation. They're the providers, just like the earth. Mm-hmm. But those women raise boys. Those women raise girls. And if they are to be everything that those boys and girls need, then they would embody all those things that those children need. So, the kids should embody the leadership of their mother. Those boys should embody those leadership of their mother. Those girls should be picking all like everything. If the man is not important in that degree, the single mother should be creating those leaders still, those providers. But this is my natural trinity. This trinity. This is the trinity in accordance to the principles of nature. Not the Bible one, where it's God the Son, the Holy Ghost, and the Father. 'Cause that's all male energy. The natural trinity is the mother, the father, and the child. The mother being everything in the purple, the father being everything in the green, the child being everything in the maroon color. So, here, the bottom says mother, father, child. And top says like the brain for the mother. That means the heart is for the father, the gut is for the child. So in the sense of the mother is everything to the left. She's the mind, the intuition, but the father, he's the more solidified one, as in he's the earth. The mother's the sky, he's the earth. He's the bound, the limitations, the restrictions. He keeps people in proper order, you know what I mean? That's the purpose of him. But that's in accordance with nature though. But the mother is the provider of all life, nourishment. So you're 100% correct. Okay. Your job is to make it so that we shouldn't be paying bills. We shouldn't be doing all this stupid shit. That's your job, and we are to enforce that. Your law.
You know that one SpongeBob meme where Patrick Star is being led down a very reasonable, rational, logical sequence of thoughts and ideas, and then at the very end of it, he just misses the point entirely? That's how I feel watching this video. It's very reminiscent of that one video Tommy Lahren did years ago, where she said, and I quote, "Men need to value." The observations she made about men were pretty spot on. The facts that she deduced from said observations were pretty accurate too. But the result and the conclusions that she came to afterwards were off. Mind you, it's not that women are dumb and don't know how to apply logic. Far from it. It's the fact that they don't know how to not let their emotions interfere with the results of the experiments they're conducting. When she said that men are self-interested, she was cooking. Astute observation. In fact, the entire point of survival from a biological point of view is self-interest. Every organism on this planet uses self-interest as a means to drive them towards their biological imperative, which is survival and replication. As far as biology and nature are concerned, any organism that isn't self-interested is bad at survival, plain and simple. Which, by the way, conveniently brings me to my next point about this video. She is so self-interested, she's trying to change the fundamental rules of nature. This entire video was made in an attempt to try to get men to expand their umbrella of protection to include women like her who don't have strong men in their corner. Because think about it, she's smart enough to know that men only protect and provide for the people that they feel some kind of sense of ownership over. So wouldn't the natural, logical, rational conclusion to come to be to find a man that is self-interested in her? But no, she just wants to go about this the hard way and get men who aren't self-interested in her to protect her. Because isn't it natural to you? I think I speak for all men, strong and weak, when I say that shit. I got my own women to protect. Go figure out your own situation. And not that I hate you or anything, lady, because I don't know you like that. But if it came down to it, and I'm speaking honestly here, I would use you as a shield to protect my woman. Alright, what else you gotta say?
Furthermore, how can you be a natural protector, but the biggest threat and predator in this world? Ask a man what he needs to protect you from, and he's going to say other men.
I don't blame you for not knowing this, but in order to neutralize a threat, you have to rise to the same level and capacity of danger as the threat itself. You see this exact same theme throughout male-oriented media. Naruto had to learn Sage Mode to beat Pain, Goku had to reach Super Saiyan to beat Frieza, etc., etc. As for men being the primary danger to society, that's not necessarily true. Men on a biological level just happen to have a greater affinity for violence. Women do their damage psychologically, which is harder to catch. Plus, in a gynocentric society where men are demonized for exerting any male power at all, men don't have ample enough opportunities to learn how to use their masculine power for good. Because like with all things, power needs to be correctly handled and practiced, or else it will corrupt. I'm gonna stop it here for now, it's been getting too long. Do with this information what you must.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go down and share your thought. Love to know your take on this. I actually like the fact that a whole lot of people, people are coming from different angles, yeah, having different opinions, it's allowed, yeah, and I'm here for it. So yes, my own thought on this is that I like the word she used, men are not natural protectors and providers. I kind of agree to that statement because naturally, if you even look like the way things work instantly for both men and women, you see like women, the first instinct they want to do is to protect, is to provide, is to care for people around them and even people they come across. But for men, they have to have a cause for them to do that. Some men. So before I go on, let me say this is some men, because some men has done the work and they provide and they protect. So I'm not talking about all men, but when we talk about naturally, I totally agree that men are not natural protectors and providers. But are they men that are providers and protectors? Yes, I totally agree. So when we come into the whole conversation where we keep having back and front about men, women, this, it's not that, like I've said before, it's not that women don't want men. This is the thing, women want men. This is where I also come to create contents like this, to have conversation like this, to even let a lot of women, because some people get it wrong thinking that I'm here to bash men, I'm here to tell women to stay alone. No. What I'm trying to preach here on this channel is women should be very self-aware and very intentional about how they choose their life, because naturally the patriarchal system and society has structured the way women should live their life, and the way it has been structured is for women to serve men. So what we're trying to preach here, and the community we're growing here, is women should be very intentional about who they choose to do life with and ask themselves, how does this serve me? Does this make me happy? Basically what we're talking about is women putting themselves first and taking care of themselves. So what we're preaching here is that women don't need a man, but women want a man. I feel like naturally the way the world is created, well, men and women, obviously we have man and woman, or whoever is in between, in the middle and all that. But naturally, as human beings, we're meant to want each other and grow with each other and share life with each other. And that's why we're building communities like this. So naturally, we're made to build communities. We're made to build family. But when I mean family, it's not just mother, father, children, but family like what we have here, like a community where we have conversation, like we know, like I know some of you guys in the comment section, like, so that's what we're made to do. So I feel like if we as society stop being too manipulative, because I feel like right now everybody is manipulative, everybody is very self-centered. If everybody can allow nature to take its course and be honest about it, because people are not being honest, because you see somebody that don't like you, that don't have your good intentions at heart, they are coming to ask you out, they want to date you, they want to be with you, while deep down they have their own ulterior motive. You see people that are hurt and have not done the work start putting a facade like, oh, they know exactly what they're doing, they're in a better place, they are healed, when they are not. And when this type of people get into relationship and even procreate, they end up growing an existing toxicness that they raise someone that is also broken with trauma. So that cycle just keep continuing again. So for me personally, what I mean, like, men are not natural providers and protectors. I agree to that. But men are providers and protectors. And this is why I tell women, always look out for yourself. Get your bag up. Secure your bag. Like, hustle your hustle. So that you can be whole with yourself. Love yourself. And I feel like that's one of the major journey for you to get to that place and finding what you want. Because I feel like as women, because we're raised to always need men, subconsciously we orchestrate our life to need them. So we're not even genuinely attracting what we really want. We're attracting what we need, which is men, which can come in all different type of shapes. But when you've gone on your self-healing and you know yourself and you've worked on yourself and you're like you're in a different frequency and you're whole with yourself, you're content with yourself, you attract that good energy, and that can also come in good energy of men. So that's what I tell women, like, please, women, please look out for yourself, take care of yourself, including men too. Like, go do the work, go do the eating, because I feel like if as society we are raising healthy human beings, this world will be a better place and we'll have beautiful relationship. But we're having so much toxic relationship because a lot of us are raised in trauma, a whole lot of us has a lot of pain, unhealed trauma, a whole lot of baggage, a whole lot of that we will not heal from, and that has translated to the way we handle relationship, and that it looks like we're going men and women versus. No, that's not what we're doing. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this video down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go on and share your thoughts. So please go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? And I will see you guys next year. Happy New Year, people. Love you guys. Deuces.